I'm really excited about this new edition. The first edition was published in 1998, and since that time we've gained many more experiences working in schools across the country. And this second edition provides us with an opportunity to build on those theories of apprenticeship learning, but at the same time to expand it and update it to reflect some of the current initiatives and practices that are going on in today's schools. Some of the major additions within this book deal with the types of language prompts. In our work with teachers, we have found that they appreciate having a list of prompts that they can use to scaffold their children in reading events and in writing events, and different kinds of prompts like how do you prompt a child to think more reflectively, how do you prompt a child to assess their own work, and those types of prompts we feel like will be helpful to teachers in schools. Other things that we've updated focus a lot on on moving the original version up to cover more materials in the second and third and even fourth grade classrooms. For example, in the guided reading chapter, we have added a new level. Now we have more emphasis on the transitional and the fluent level, with a focus on what would that look like when children begin silent reading. We've also included new information on moving kids from level text into using trade books, literary text, informational text, and we've included a heavier emphasis on the literature discussion groups and what response logs would look like. We've tried to align the continuum more with the Common Core state standards, because we know that teachers will be very accountable for incorporating those standards in their classroom instruction. In order to address that area, we've expanded the reading and writing checklist from the 1998 version to include a more expanded list of reading and writing behaviors that do align with the Common Core state standards. In the phonics chapter, we have shifted that focus to a chapter on word study, and it includes a word study continuum from kindergarten through third or fourth grade, and it includes many examples for how teachers can incorporate word study into their reading and writing activities. We have a stronger emphasis on the writing process. In the original version, the chapter on independent writing focused more on the kindergarten and first and some second grade, but we've expanded that now to include a stronger emphasis on the writing process, with checklists that cover the elements of the writing process, from composing, revising, and editing. And we have expanded that to also focus on that broader continuum of K through 4. We have much more attention paid to how teachers can organize their classroom, including how you would set up a classroom library. We have talked with teachers across the country, and we've gathered examples from teachers who have shared their experiences with how to organize their classroom library, how to include children in that process of setting up the classroom library. And we have expanded many of those literacy center types of activities to focus more on science, social studies, and brought them on up through the higher grades as children begin to incorporate those types of activities in their reading and writing workshop framework. The final chapter deals with how teachers are implementing this apprenticeship approach within their schools. And in the original version, we had examples of how teachers were meeting together to organize their level libraries and collaborate on assessment issues. But we tried to look more at the types of challenges that teachers are dealing with today as they implement this balanced, comprehensive literacy approach. And we pulled from authentic examples with teachers. In fact, we contacted teachers and said, share with us your stories about what you're doing as you're dealing with many of the challenges in today's schools. And all of the examples included in this final chapter are from real teachers who are dealing with real issues. We placed a focus on the reflective practitioner and how that teachers need to develop a strong theory of learning and how they acquire that craft of teaching through these authentic experiences in the school. One of the examples comes from Council Bluffs School District in Iowa, where that a group of teachers share the different ways that they are addressing a comprehensive literacy program within their schools. Another example comes from Leroy Elementary School in Illinois, where one teacher talks about how that the school observed a student, Zeke, as he was learning to become a reader, and how they use that authentic experience to collaborate together on the power of teaching and in informing children's literacy. So overall, we think the updates in the book really reflect new challenges that teachers are facing in today's schools, but at the same time, it maintains the theoretical framework of apprenticeship learning and developing self-regulated learners, and provides teachers with fresh new examples of how they can keep their theory strong while implementing these practices with their students.